We flew out on January 31st from the MTC, 2011, and it was, I think, a three-step flight. So we went to London and then to Paris and then down to Toulouse. And it was pretty scary for me because I have a lot of worries about talking to strangers in foreign countries in French. And so I was pretty nervous, but and there were other missionaries with me at the time. There were maybe 3 or 4 other missionaries in my group going out. And they were better than me at French, and so that made me a little nervous. One of the missionaries was already fluent. He wasn't from France, but his mother was French. And so on the plane rides, we knew that we were supposed to try to talk to people. And on the one to London, there was nobody next to us, so I just slept. But I had this big pit in my stomach because I was so nervous. And then going to Paris, it was a shorter flight. And there was a lady next to me who started speaking to me in English, and so I got to talk to her a little bit about why I was going on a mission. And then to Toulouse, there was a man sitting next to me that I tried to talk to, an Asian man, and he was speaking to me as well in English, and so it was lucky, I guess, because I didn't speak French very well. But it was really hard for me to do, and I was really proud of myself for having done it. So we got to the mission home. They picked us up at the airport, drove us there, and they let us sleep because of the lag of the plane flight. And I'm trying to remember if that was the order. We didn't sleep right away. We went out and actually started doing some contacting on the street off the bat. And we went with some missionaries who were in Toulouse at the time, and they split us up into, as if we were doing splits. And I was with a missionary that ended up being my trainer. We didn't know who would be our trainer at the time. And so I just said to myself, this isn't about you anymore, because again, I was so nervous, and I just had to get out and do it. And so we went out, and we were on the streets, and I ran up and talked to some people, and it was really hard for me to understand and to speak, and my heart was pounding the whole time. But I loved it. Looking back, there was no other way to do it except to just jump in with both feet. And God made a difference. He made it so that I was able to talk to people and share, the best I could why I was there. And I had taken French in high school. And like I mentioned earlier, my brothers, they served in France. So I spoke the language, but not really as well as I would have liked, perhaps. And it's never the same when you're in the country, I think, than if you're in a schoolroom or a classroom. But they took us home, and we got to sleep, and then they assigned us our trainers for the next day, and we went to our new areas. And in France, you get everywhere you're going to go by train. So they have cars and stuff, but if you're going to change areas, it's always by train, and we got right to work. Yeah, that was the big thing. They wanted us to just hop in.